just dropping by to give you guys a content for the Monday. I hope you guys' weekend was good so far and all of that great stuff. Oh my God, Sunday. And now, guys, it's Monday. And oh my gosh, it's like a new week. And oh my gosh, and oh my gosh, and oh my gosh, guys. Like I said, I hope your week has been great. I hope your weekend, brought you lots of laughter and all of those good things and stuff like that. It's Monday, so focus time. Stay focused, because it's a new week. Wow, 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 wow. So anyways, guys, got a new content for you guys. And let's kick it off with Monday, as in start with the content. So let's jump in this content and unpack significantly, guys, and all of these things. Now, guys, this content is about sperm donors with cancer causing gene passes on diseases for 10 children. And I'm like, okay, perhaps this man didn't even know that he has that mutation disease. And I totally understand that a lot of men out here nowadays days are sperm donors and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, guys, this is troubling and disturbing, and we're going to unpack this story. Joshua, good morning. And we're going to unpack the story shortly but surely. So you guys know how I go with my content. I'm going to read the best to read for the best of my ability, and I'm just going to jump in this content without any doubt. Let's jump in the content. A sperm donor has been used to conceive at least 67 children across Europe, has been found to have passed a rare cancer-causing mutation with 10 of children developing the disease. 23 of the children conceived between 2008 and 2015 across 8 countries have not been found to carry the variant, while some have been diagnosed with cancer such as leukemia and non-Hodgkin lymphoma. Oh no. The case has raised concern about the lack of international agreed limits on the use of a single sperm donor and the difficulty in tracing a large number of families to inform them of a serious medical issues. There was a doctor claiming that he was the one that giving mothers sperm to have babies, and when you hide, the doctor was the one that fathered all the children. Them. I don't know if you guys heard about that case where this woman was going to the doctor saying, yeah, this is my husband's sperm, this is my boyfriend's sperm, this is my donor sperm. I need to have a child, and when they hide, all the babies was for the doctor. The doctor basically was using his own sperm, right? I don't know if you guys heard about that story. The news was uncovered for 2 separate families contacted their fertility clinics because their children had developed cancers that were linked to genetic variant called TP53. An analyst by the European Sperm Bank, which supplied the sperm, confirmed that the variant was present but was not known to be linked to cancer at the time of donation in 2008. Oh no. Getting on to the rest of the story, people. The rest of the story is all the way at the bottom. Okay? Dr. Edwidge Casper, a biologist at Rouen University Hospital in France, said we need to have a European limit on the number of births or families for a single donor. We can't do a whole genome sequences for all sperm donors, but I am not arguing for that, she added. But this is an abnormal dissemination of genetic disease. Not every man has 75 children across Europe. She continued, I analyzed the variant using population and patient database, computer prediction tools, and the results of functional trials, and came to the conclusion that the variant was probably cancer causing and that the children born from the donor should receive genetic counseling. Oh no. Children who have been known and shown to have the gene are advised to have a whole body and brain MRI scans. Oh no. There are also recommended to have the breast and the abdomen ultrasound as an adult. Oh no. Wow. A spokesperson for the European Sperm Bank told that The Guardian, we are deeply affected by this case. She said the donor had been thoroughly tested, but that is a scientifically simple and not possible to detect disease-causing mutation in a person gene pool if you don't know what you're looking for. Oh my. She added, we welcome continue to dialogue on a setting of international mandated family limit and have advocated for this on several occasions. This also why we have implemented our own international limit of 75 families per donor. Could you imagine? Could you imagine people that this man fathers children over Europe and all of that, and they never know that he has a rare cancer disease, mutation disease that pass on to the family and from to the children and all of that, and right now these kids have cancer. So the point is now, what was the point of them even really having them if you think about it? Because when you really think about it, guys, it's not a good look, because now here you are with a child, and then you have to go through so much medical situation with this child. You don't know what else is in this donor's family. You don't know what else he's sick with. You're not sure what else you have to go through and all of that, people. But nevertheless, listen to the content, okay? Right here.
There are term limits. Why not sperm limits? The debate over how often a donor's sperm should be used to conceive children has been reignited in Europe after 67 children were birthed accidentally using the sperm of a man that had a rare cancer-causing mutation. 10 of those 67 have been diagnosed with some form of cancer, The Guardian reported. More than 20 others are confirmed to have the variant. The families of 2 of the 10 contacted their fertility clinics after their children developed cancers associated with the gene variant TP53. The European Sperm Bank had supplied the sperm and was able to confirm the TP53 variant was present in some of the unidentified donors' sperm. The mutation will typically cause the patient to develop Li-Fraumeni syndrome, an inherited predisposition to cancers like leukemia and non-Hodgkin lymphoma. The rare variant was not known to be linked to cancer at the time of the 2008 donation and would not have been detectable using standard screenings, the outlet reported. At the moment, there is no agreement internationally on sperm and how often sperm from a single donor should be used. Recently, it was revealed a single donor was the father of 150 different kids. We need to have a European limit on the number of births or families for a single donor, said Dr. Edwige Casper, a biologist at Rouen University Hospital in France. We can't do whole genome sequencing for all sperm donors. I'm not arguing for that, she added. But this is the abnormal dissemination of genetic disease. Not every man has 75 children across Europe, added Casper. I analyzed the variant using population and patient databases, computer prediction tools, and the results of functional trials, and came to the conclusion that the variant was probably cancer-causing, and that children born from this donor should receive genetic counseling.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine, guys? Could you imagine? So at the end of the day, when you really think about it, guys, this is troubling and disturbing. You hardly could find nowadays days black men doing sperm donation, because they're all here populating the world, they claim. So I guess you have to do your research first before you go take up some of these donors, and just make sure that some of these donors are and all of that. This is a sad case, people. This is really a sad case. And imagine now that you're not sure if your child is going to be healthy, because right now you have to go do an MRI and all of these things when it comes to the children, to be honest, right? Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Could you imagine? So at the end of the day, guys, this is what happened. Stuff like that. And this is why, you have to be very careful of the donors that you really pick up and stuff like that. But the PF3 cancer and stuff like that, I don't know. It's kind of sad for me, people, because I don't know how this man end up, having so many children and stuff like that. I mean, this is crazy, right? This is more than crazy for me. And I don't know, because now you have those children, and what's gonna happen? You have to be at the hospital every minute, right? So to me, it wasn't even worth it, to be honest, for those 10 children, you know, because what's gonna happen now? They're all sick, mutation and all of that, and all of that. So let's get into what is a TP53 mutation and stuff like that. Okay, it's I'm just gonna basically give you guys like a little bit like a TP situation. I don't want to drag out the whole thing, but you know it's a treatment and stuff like that. So let's get into it. What's a TP 53 mutation is, and then we're gonna move on with the rest of our content. Okay. So a TP3, just a minute. I'm just gonna give you guys right here. Right here, guys. Commercial. Give me a second. Okay, right here.
Activating P53, which is inactivated.
Okay, but back it up here.
So my research is in acute myeloid leukemias, and the most difficult part of the molecular biology are the P53 mutant myeloid leukemias. We have worked for 20 years on activating P53, which is inactivated in many AMLs and many tumors by overexpression of MDM2. So 20 years ago, we started blocking the MDM2 P53 interaction with drugs called nutlins, and we did the first preclinical studies in the first clinical trial. So we had limited success, and we then next combined venetoclax BCL2 inhibition with MDM2 inhibition, and we developed a complex mechanism published in Cancer Cell in 2017, where we show that the combination eliminates, degrades, and inhibits MCL1, which is the main resistance factor to venetoclax. And this was done preclinically and then clinically, and actually the paper came out on the same day that we presented the first data at ASH in San Diego in 2017. The final data was recently published in Blood a few months ago. The next thought was if P53 is a transcription factor, it gets pumped out of the nucleus by an export mechanism called XPO1. And there is an inhibitor, selinexor, which keeps P53 in the nucleus. And now it can have a much higher transcription activity. So we exploited that and combined it with BC.
So you guys hear. So I really don't need to drag it out that much, guys, okay? And I really don't want to drag it out. But basically, the TP53 is a mutation, and we have to be mindful. And then I'll just give you guys a little bit of breakdown one more time about it, and then I'm gonna move on with the rest of the content, okay, guys? So at the end of the day, guys, this is not a joke.
Mutations, again, are not common in chronic phase disease, but clearly occur more commonly as the disease progresses. How and why, that's not exactly clear. Does transplant overcome the prognostic impact of these? It's also not entirely clear at this point. But we do know that patients who have P53 mutations who do transform have a very bad prognosis. And even in the setting of transplant, it looks like the majority of those patients may relapse. So clearly we need better therapies.
So you hear, so the 10 babies are out for a rude awakening, guys. I had to give you guys the medical part about that. So therefore, those 10 children that he fathered and even more has a rude awakening when it comes to that. So this is a man that has a rare cancer mutation, TP53 mutation. And he goes and end up having all these children over Europe. And now he end up passing on that disease to 10 of that children. And now the children are going to go through so much medical situation. It's troubling and disturbing when you're selfish. It's troubling and disturbing when you pretend that you don't know what your backstory is, what your medical story is, and you're out here passing it on to other people. But anyways, guys, that's the topic I wanted to bring to you guys full force and full pledge. Let's get into something else before I have to go and jump off of this live quick and fast. Okay, guys? So let's talk about some other things, all right? Let's talk about some other things, all right? From there, let's go to sports first, okay? So, as you guys know, the city of Hamilton, congrats. This young man here, okay, for Shea Alexander for being 2024 and 2025 NBA most valuable player. So if you believe in some basketball and you live in Hamilton, then right now here you are. Alexander made it being the 2024 and the 2025 NBA most valuable player. So if you like some basketball, I had to shout that quick and fast, okay? Also, we shouted yesterday in our content that these guys are going to represent Jamaica right here. These two twins are going to be acquiring Jamaican citizenship to represent the island instead of somebody off the island represent Jamaica for the basketball. So these are the things. And I guess like most of those little boys are those young men in Jamaica not playing basketball. They're on TikTok. They want to have a bunch of women. And then it's about maybe playing with guns, allegedly. Because look it. There's no basketball players in Jamaica that could come and play for Jamaica. I am not sure. So I had to drop that one quick and fast, right? Anyways, after that, guys, we want to move on, and we want to move on actually to some news. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know that there was a plane crash in San Diego. A music agency co-founder among the dead in San Diego plane crash, guys. And you know, at least two dead in San Diego plane crash, and 2 people were killed and 8 others injured people. And a music agency co-founder among the dead in the plane crash. So if you guys never heard about that plane crash, that's what happened. That's what's happening now. So I had to come and air out that quick and fast, right? Moving on. Then we have some sad news since we're talking about cancer. Ochi Oje, husband of NBC Chanel Jones, dies at 45. This man, you know, he's 45, gone too soon, passed away from brain cancer, people. So brain cancer, all kind of cancer out here plaguing the black community, killing us off. You know, we have to recruit back to our old diets. We have to recruit back to our old herbal tea. We need to stop eating and drinking these things out here because we don't know what's happening, people. They have no cure for cancer, only chemotherapy. Oh my God, guys, so much people are dying from cancer. So we had to come and air this out quick and fast. Yes, moving on, running on. All right, running on, moving on. Then also, guys, we also want to talk about this situation here. Then did you guys know the DEI dropped medical school won't be graded at diversity amid federal statement crackdown? So I don't know if you guys know about this one here, but Donald Trump came and he took out most of the diversity out of situation. Even with that's why they dropped that investigation the other day when it comes to the Memphis police station, because once this man came and cut out all of these stuff, once he came and cut out all of these things, people, then you know that most of these things are not going to be happening in America. Okay, so the DEI, let's get to it quick and fast. So the DEI, guys, dropped. Oh, Donald Trump. Remember, this man told you what he was going to do. I don't understand how this man continue to do these things and get away with it. But the DEI dropped, guys. Okay, medical schools and all of that stuff. Okay, and let's see if we could pull it up quick and fast. Okay, I think so let's get into this one right here. Your donation powers life-saving. 1 second. So this man dropped the DEI program and all of that, and I don't understand. So it won't be grading, right? It won't be grading and diversity and all of that stuff, guys. Remember, I tell you that. You know, they put in some kind of program for diversity and stuff like that, right? Well, now that's not happening right now. Okay, that is not happening right now. See, remember, they've been going against diversity inclusion for the longest time, guys. All right, so let's get into this one quick and fast. All right.
Pulling back the woke curtain after forming a diversity, equity, and inclusion board in 2019, the UNC School of Medicine will now ditch the initiative. When asked about it, they responded saying, quote, "There is no plan to implement the task force's recommendations now or in the future. Even if the recommendations were revisited in the future, further review and revision would be required." Just some of their recommendations included incorporating core concepts of social justice into the curriculum, recruiting students with more diverse backgrounds, or how about allowing students to advocate for their patients. Nancy Anderson is a former UNC surgical resident, and she joins us now. Nancy, thanks so much for joining the program. It seems like they were forced to do this, and they're not revisiting this because of the backlash, but because of, they say the mission is done.
Yep.
No, the mission isn't done. This report had blatantly racist recommendations in it, including such recommendations that minorities can't sit through lectures. Of course, they put it in their academic word salad. But the problem with diversity, equity, inclusion is that it in itself is explicitly biased and racist, and it rejects meritocracy, which in medicine is a very needed thing. So it's a good first step that UNC admitted that this task force report is not usable, let alone racist and unethical. But the problem is the bureaucracy still exists, and the people responsible for it are still getting paid six figures on public taxpayer money.
You know, Nancy, how did we get so far?
So I had to drop a little bit of that, guys. So it's gonna be a hell in America when it comes to diversity and all of these things that these people are Donald Trump is refusing to do and all of that. It's very dangerous and crazy people, but at the end of the day. And all of that. So we're gonna be moving to the royalties, and this is what happened. Princess Kate helped me through mental health crisis, says brother. So as you guys know, that her brother was going through some mental illness and stuff like that. And his sister Kate, Kate end up reaching out to him and stuff like that and kind of help him on his way of all of these kind of stuff. Now, stuff like that. So this is what I told you about the medical situation, all of these things, diversity, equity, all of those things are going to be cut out and all of that. Okay. But anyways, back to this one. So, he ended up getting help from the Middleton, his sister, because at the end of the day, he was troubling from mental health. Now, these people are rich. These people are going through a lot, people. Mental health is out here for everybody, the rich, the poor, the bad, and the ugly. Don't think you're the only one that are going through it. So I had to talk about that at this point in time. Running on with her content quick and fast. Now, at the end of the day, guys, we want to come down now too. We also want to speak about this situation here. So if you guys don't know, Diddy is going to be getting at least 37 more lawsuits when it comes to some kind of about 37 more lawsuits when it comes to sexual behavior. They claim there's a lawyer here, and the lawyer is waiting for him to be convicted, he claimed, because he has so much claim to put on this man. when it comes to the claim and stuff like that. So the Diddy situation, right? This lawyer came out and have a lot to say. Give me a second.
In
This
the
part.
extraordinary effort to expose the extent of Sean Diddy Combs' behaviour, this call centre in Billings, Montana, has played a vital role.
I'm not making any comments about the case.
While the disgraced music mogul, charged with sex trafficking offences, is on trial 3,000 kilometres away in New York, here the phones have been ringing off the hook. Ads on social media have prompted 15,000 calls from people detailing decades of alleged abuse by the rapper.
So you hear the call center played a part in getting all these people to come after Diddy. Are you guys listening? I hope you guys are listening. Now, I want you guys to listen to the lawyer who said that he has multiple cases to file when it comes to this man. Multiple case. Okay, guys, let's continue.
Right, allegedly, this man was doing this for a period of almost 30 years. What we have been told is he was brazen in his attempts to coerce people into these compromising sexual acts.
Notwithstanding the outcome of the criminal trial, attorney Andrew Van Arsdale is launching civil action against Combs.
We represent thousands of survivors of abuse.
Already, he's taken on 37 cases from people who dialed in to the Diddy call centre. One client was just 15 when the alleged offending occurred.
So some of these people that have come forward have been sitting with this secret for 30 years?
And so these individuals, they've been afraid of coming forward. They've been afraid of what he could potentially do to them within the industry, what he could do to them professionally, maybe even personally. And so, yes, it's been a dark secret they've held on to for a very, very long time.
Phil Pines knows their pain. He too has been...
37 more lawsuit is coming, guys. 37 more lawsuit is coming Diddy's way as soon as the case is over. Oh, no. As soon as the case is over, guys, this man is in a rude awakening.
Girl. I mean, did y'all hear that? This ain't no game.
Rude awakening, guys. Could you imagine? People, after that is going to be a rude awakening. Okay. So when you really think about it, guys, there's going to be a lot more problem and issues right now when it comes to Diddy, because they're just waiting. They're just waiting for the case to be over so they could nab him with those rest of those charges, folks. Okay? That's what's happening right now. So they could nab him with the rest of the situation that are happening now. If you guys didn't know. All right? So they're just waiting for the case to be settled. Okay? So they could nab this man of what's happening now. Could you imagine? So he has 37. All right? From there, guys, we're going to go to his mother. All right? We get to understand that his mother used to throw wild and wild sex parties back in the days. And the mother is the one why Diddy, they claim allegedly, is this way, because the mother, right, basically they claim was out here keeping all of these party, right? So they claim that Diddy mother, one second, Diddy mother, one second, they claim that Diddy mother was keeping some kind of party, sex party and all kind of party when Diddy was younger. So Diddy just basically follow, guys. So if you don't know, now you know. They claim that the mother was keeping all kind of party now. See it there? Combs grew up in Mount Vernon, New York suburb on the fringes of Upper Manhattan. Janice had moved her young family there after Combs' father Melvin was murdered in 1972. Unknown associates of Harlem drug kingpins, including Nicky Barnes, Willie Abraham, and Frank Lucas Melvin, was found shot twice in the head, slumped over in a car. So we don't even know what's happening, what this man is going through. We don't know what Diddy been going through when he was young and all of that. Not only that, see, he played a little league baseball, served as an altar boy, and made the football team. And all his boys' private high school, but Combs' peers could smell he was not tough. Peterson said, claiming that Combs was badly bullied as a kid. So if he was bullied as a kid, people, then maybe that's why he acts out now with so much power. That's why he acts out now, guys, with so much power and so much control, because A, his father died young, not making excuses for him. B, he was bullied as a kid. And C, the mother was out here with her outrageous party, allegedly. Right here, guys. Right here. So sometimes when you see a man just be so mad and sinister and carry on, you have to be like, what happened in their childhood? What happened to him? So these are the things that happen, guys, and I had to just come out and shout it out loud. So I'm waiting to see, okay, now, is are they gonna have somebody to come understand and speak about Puff Daddy childhood and stuff like that? Because I guess then when you speak about his childhood, you will have an understanding, about why he behaves this way, why is he out here controlling people in this way and stuff of that. Not making any excuses, but at times when you grow up weird and abnormal and bad behavior when you're young, at times situation arises where you act out when you become an adult and stuff. So they claim say Puff Diddy mom was having some kind of keeping those kind of party and stuff like that, right? Okay, and all of that. So we're gonna get into that content quick and fast. Okay, let's get into this one quick and fast and let you guys hear it for yourself. All right, commercial. So let's hear it for you guys self.
I want to speak about this now because I've witnessed everything.
Those drug-fueled orgies known as freak-offs, the shocking violence caught on tape and aired on CNN.
Combs can be seen grabbing Ventura and throwing her to the ground.
We've watched the case against Diddy building since his arrest in September.
The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time.
They said they could ship me off and sell me to anyone.
And now we're about to learn even more surprising details from inside Diddy's inner circle that could answer many burning questions.
How did this superstar music mogul become an alleged monster?
The documentary Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy from executive producer Ari Mark. The film includes a deeply disturbing look back at Diddy's unique childhood.
I've known Sean since he was 4 years old. That's my little bro.
And this bombshell claim from one of Diddy's childhood friends that his mother, Janice Combs, hosted wild sex parties that her young son witnessed.
Behind the mugshot
There's an upbringing. There's these catalyst moments. It doesn't just happen.
Yeah. Janice has not been accused of any illegal behavior. When we reached out for comment on these and the other allegations included in the documentary, Diddy's team denied them all, saying, quote, "This documentary recycles and perpetuates the same lies and conspiracy theories that have been slung against Mr. Combs for months."
It's not so much that his mother's behavior is so, unbelievable, or that there's so much salacious detail there, but planting that kernel early in the film, learn about the evolution of Sean Combs, and then realize these aren't isolated moments, that these things are connected.
I went to a lot of puffy parties. These were the parties that you needed exclusive access to get into.
And expect to hear more about...
Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 guys. Okay. So at the end of the day, guys, I mean, if his mom was doing this, remember, children live what they learn, and children do what they see your parents do more time, guys. So you always have to be careful what you do around the children, them and stuff like that. But you really think about it, if the mom was keeping these wild parties, and did the father died so real bad, slumped over with bullets in his head, then this boy went through a lot. Although he grew up in a upscale Manhattan lifestyle, the boy was going through hell in his head, the way I see it. So when you hear him call himself a bad boy, when you see he out here badding up people, controlling people, well, and not only that, he was bullied when he was in school. So all of those kind of things. So when you really think about it, what does a bully do when they grow up? What does a bully do when they grow up? A bully usually try to take control, try to have all the power in the world that they never had when they were younger. So you basically can't even blame him, the way I see it. A lot of bullies, that's what they do. You know what I mean? You have big people right now on the internet, and they're big, and they're still bullies until this day. Okay? So all of these kind of things, all of that, great things, and all of that. Now, we also want to get to the music. We get to understand, say, Foota Hype had his play when it comes to Beanie Man and stuff like that. So Foota Hype kind of shell down the place. And Foota Hype also bust a child on the stage and everything. And you have to give it to Foota Hype, because when you see Foota Hype bust a kid like this, when you see Foota Hype come out and do all of these things, you can't even blame Foota Hype. Foota Hype chat a lot. Foota Hype burn up Vice Cartels when he ready, but him not stop play Vice Cartel. Not only that, when this child came and played Vegas, remember, say Vegas is one of Foota Hype biggest critic. And when this little boy play Vegas, Foota Hype never say go, 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 don't play the song. Foota Hype make him go through the same way. So let's get some little highlight when it comes to Foota Hype and the Beanie Man show where they claim that was cancelled. Let's get to dance off quick and fast, okay? Quick and fast.
The speaker, people never tell me God truth. They say Beanie Man, him heart clean. All of them want to talk about the show cancel. Beanie say Foota, when you go up there play music, play what the people them want to hear. Me not tell them who to play and who not to play. Hear me, I say now. Want to remember, at some point in time at Beanie Man, they take care of the artists when they go play. Bunty, a Beanie brother. But you see the artist here, a Beanie Man son too. So if you don't rate him, you have to rate Beanie Man too. Me and talk this and me not take back that talk here. Anybody in there say Gaza, turn on your light or put up your gun on. Anybody in there like cartel, put up your gun on. God, Beanie say to play music. Play music. He is driving from Beijing. Play music. Police put me on.
No, sir.
You know which warlord representing.
So him do the show, okay? Him go on with himself, people. Okay? He represents. Backside Foota.
UBS Arena. For those Americans who see me for the first time, thanks to Beanie Man for booking me for this event so you can get to see me.
Yeah, bro.
What you see is what you get.
Right there, so, bro.
I am a Jamaican and I'm an immigrant in America and I ain't got no fucking papers.
Mighty God.
Okay?
Why, yoy?
But listen to me now. Anywhere in the world, me no afraid to say me a Jamaica. Always be proud of where you're from. Shout out to my Haitians, my Bahamians, the people from the Virgin Islands. All my Trinidad people, big up yourself. My Bayesian people, big up yourself. All of the Jamaican people that love your place. But I love black in
No, sir. Foota hype. Yo. Yep. Come here. See, look a boy here. Look here. He bust this little boy. Look. See him here? Youngest people. Look. Look there. He bust the youth. He bust the youth, guys. Key to them. No, sir. Boss a good youth. Try and bust that.
I just want to say look, to everybody much respect. I don't know if I want to just say thank you to Foota for having me on the stage. I really appreciate it. But really and truly, we have to bring up one of the greatest of all time in dancehall. Everybody, I want to hear a shout for me, the man there. No. Right now, I'm going to play this tune. I see there's a thing when you have a couple, and sometimes a couple break up. But you see, sometimes couple fight as well. You see, whenever I get a girlfriend,
oh, sir.
what you remember to play it, you need.
Oh, sir. No, man. It's not that I don't love you. No, sir. Pull up.
Can I hear my beautiful ladies in the building? I know there's more ladies than men. Can I hear my beautiful ladies in the building? You can take.
No, sir. Ain't going good. La 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 la. He made good noise. Hope he's in school. Doing good in school too. Great. One more song.
Just find a song. I'm going to say an intro song. Don't tell him I want it. No cheating. See if they know music.
Alright, cool. May I go play one more tune? I just want to say, much respect to UBS, don't know. Once again, I want to hear a shout for Beanie Man there. Foota, I pick up yourself. No, thank you for coming. And as you say, child shall lead the way. And my father on the stage, he say, if you pick me love nice, you can be a chef or a farmer. If you pick me love good, put him in the police force or the army. So right now, I want to hear everybody who knows that God bless you in the place, put your hand in the sky. I don't know, say God bless you, put your hand in the sky. If you don't put your hand in the sky, you don't love God. You should put your two hands in the sky for all who love God. Play with you. Yes, I got the blessing. I got the blessing.
I am blessed. I am blessed. Yo, may I tell you, Foota, I forget your credits, Foota. Seriously. I am blessed. Hi, people. So you see, and Foota Hype, although Vegas beat Foota Hype all the time, he never stop him from playing the song. Foota Hype is a good guy, although he talks a lot. Big up Foota. Big up yourself, Foota, on this one. Yeah, man. Beanie man. See? So people, we're not gonna drag out the content. So I hope you guys know at the end of the day, although Foota talk a lot, but Foota did a good job like that. Boss a young artist. Plus play Vice Cartel that he criticized all the time. Not only that, listen to the little boy play Vegas when Vegas was one of his big critics. So more time when it comes to music, people have to come together and make one, because as you guys can see, the black culture is losing the music. Everybody else is taking a piece. But nevertheless, people, that was the content today. Happy Monday. Thank you guys for stopping by. Let me jump off of this live like hopscotch, guys. Okay. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all of that. So big up, guys, for stopping by. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. Okay. And all of that. All right. A big thank you for watching the content all the time. I appreciate you. And a big respect to come on when you can. I appreciate you. Happy birthday for those who was having a happy birthday and all of them great stuff. And for those who, to the people in my life who make me smile, love me, and support me and bring me joy, big up your nice clean self. Thank you very much. And for everybody else, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And don't forget to turn on your notification bell and all of those great stuff. And at the end of the day, guys, peace and love.